name is Steven Trillick, and this is Jessica Strobel. Along with the rest of our team, Mitch, Andy, and Storm, you're in Northwood. Now, I'll get you for just a second to think about something. How do you represent yourself? You do it in a couple ways. It's by the things that you do, by the things that you say, and what you wear. These things all say something about who you are. This morning, you made the choice about how to dress yourself, and in doing so, you made a conscious decision about how to represent yourself. You all seem to have done a good job representing yourself very well. What Northwood does is give people a new and unique way to express themselves. Our customers fit more of a lifestyle than a demographic. They love to be outdoors, they love to be active, and we're making something that lets them show that. We make wooden and stone sunglasses. Now, you've all been given a mystery bag in front of you, and I'm going to invite you to get the glasses out of them right now, and I'm going to run you through a little bit about them. Open up the arms, pull them apart. They're meant to fit anyone's face, spring hinges. We sand them by hand to make them smooth, and finish them to make them waterproof. They float. Bring them with you outdoors. Bring them anywhere with you. We start with the core of our glasses. It's a sustainable, locally sourced, and strong material, Canadian hard rock maple. It comes from sustainably managed forests, where they plant 3 trees for every one consumed. The lenses we used are polycarbonate polarized lenses. When you're outside, they look truly great. On the exterior of our glasses, we use a wood veneer for that distinct look. Now, we started with foreign hardwoods, but we found out that's not as sustainable as we'd like to be. So since then, we've started transitioning to reconstituted engineered woods. The black and white ones right there, the striped ones, are actually made out of locally sourced common wood fibers that are squeezed, that are laminated together to mimic the look and feel of exotic hardwoods. And on our arms, we have engraved 2 things. On one side, our motto, own the outdoors. And on the other side, handcrafted in Canada, to show where they come from. Now, thousands of companies out there are making plastic sunglasses. They're everywhere. Only a handful of companies are making wooden sunglasses. In the whole world, only 2 companies have ever made sunglasses using stone. Michael, you have a pair in front of you right now. We're proud to announce that we're now the 3rd company to ever make these glasses. We use a flexible stone veneer backed onto the same wooden frames as our other glasses. They're just as light, just as durable, and have a really unique look to them. Now, I can only talk about the product so much myself. I think what speaks about it more is what other people are saying. We've met with a lot of retailers, and we've gotten great feedback. Chris James is a store run by a world-renowned fashion expert. We showed him our glasses, and he loved them, immediately offering to carry them to the store and give us window front display. Another store with 17 locations across Ontario. We met immediately after meeting them, they expressed interest in carrying our product across all of their outlets. This proves us, this feedback is not isolated either. We visited 15 retailers in Kingston, 20 retailers in Toronto, and the feedback is unanimous. People really love our glasses. And hearing this from people who sell fashion every day means a lot to us. It says that we're on the right path, and it lets us know that we have people who actually want to buy our product. Anyways, we've decided to partner up with a charity, Tim Hortons Children's Foundation, and for 2 important reasons. The one is we want to give back and get more people into nature. They send underprivileged kids to camp. 2 is the access to the customer base that brings us. We'll be featured on their Facebook page and their YouTube channel. This gives us access to hundreds of thousands of potential Canadian customers. We're very excited to work with them. So I broke down our brand and a little bit about our product, and I'm going to pass it over to Jess to explain where we sit in the market.
The sunglass market is a massive market, consisting of roughly $19 billion in annual sales, and growing at a rate of 6%. Within this, the wooden sunglass market has expanded to $50 million in just 2 years, growing far in excess of the market as a whole. In fact, wooden sunglasses have been recognized as one of the top 5 emerging trends in eyewear fashion. Not only is this a growing market, it's also an under-penetrated market, particularly in Canada. Now, within this market, there are several competitors, but no market leader. Schlitt is an American wooden sunglass company whose products sell from $150 to $1,000. Proof is another wooden sunglass company who use both wood and plastic in their and $2,000. Now, we didn't want to exclude plastic manufacturers from our market analysis, so I've added Luxottica as a reference point. Luxottica represents nearly half of the sunglass market and 36 of the top brands, including Oakley, Purcell, and Ray-Ban. Now, they too sell at a high price point with an average about $500. Now, we are not here to give Luxottica a run for their money. We want to be the market leaders in the stone and sunglass market. So, where does this leave us? Well, as you can see, Northwood is in an excellent position. We've differentiated ourselves from our competitors based on our materials used, our branding, and our price point. We offer high-quality products at an affordable price while still managing to stay environmentally friendly. As well, we are the only producers of stone sunglasses in Canada and the only wooden sunglass company to be using Canada and its natural resources. So, we are very excited to say that we are already a profitable business. Today, we've sold 25 pairs of our first production run, and we've already scheduled our second production run to fill our latest orders. Now, let's take a look at some of our financial projections for the next 3 years. Based on our current capacity, we believe that we can make and sell 1,250 units by the end of our first year. Now, these numbers rely on a few key assumptions. The first being that we can sell at a price point of $150. The second is that we can sell 10 pairs per day. And the third is that we will be able to sell all of these, 60% in stores and 40% online. Our net income for the year, we expect to be $130,000, and by the end of our third year, we hope to reach $1 million. So, who are we going to sell our sunglasses to and how? We are going to follow 2 distribution channels. The first will be, we feel it would make most sense to sell directly to retailers. First, starting in Kingston, and then expanding to Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal. As Stephen already mentioned, we've talked to retailers in both Kingston and Toronto, and we're really excited about the response that we've gotten so far. Now, it's not uncommon for sunglass companies to sell both in-store and online, so we're also going to be pursuing an e-commerce platform to sell our products, which means no markup from retailers. And finally, once we ramp up our production, we'll be looking at getting a distributor to help us get into stores all across Canada. We want to reach our customers in as many ways as possible. We'll start by giving some of our sunglasses to a few key influential people who we believe best represent our brand. One way we hope to do this is by offering our product to another Canadian brand. We're looking at the Olympic team, and we think this would generate a lot of interest. We know the power of word-of-mouth marketing, especially when trying to acquire new customers. We'll also be using social media as a platform to market our product. Just last week, we launched our Twitter and Facebook page and have been really happy with the response so far. In fact, today we have over 600 likes on our Facebook page and a total weekly reach of 20,000 people. We worked very hard to make sure our content was engaging, and we'll be using promotions and contests to keep them coming back to our page. As well, we've looked at online fashion blogs and magazines to help extend our online reach even farther. And finally, to meet our customers face-to-face, Northwood will be attending some of the larger outdoor events in Canada. And I will pass it back off to Stephen now.
So why are we the best team for this job? I would love to tell you how. We all bring something to the table, and we've got some great mentorship. Myself, I head up our operations and product development. In the past, I secured funding for and ran my own skateboard manufacturing company. In the past year, with Isabel actually, I founded and raised funds for the Queen's University Makerspace, bringing together entrepreneurs and makers on campus. Storm, over here, heads up our sales and marketing. He started up the first ever CrossFit affiliate gym to be associated with the Canadian University. And Mitch, he's our production manager. He started up and sold a firewood company in his own hometown, and he's always making projects of his own. Andy controls our finances and product acquisition. He helps manage a student-run investment portfolio and does eco-consulting for the City of Kingston. Finally, we have Jess, who does our public relations and communications. She turned a passion for designing and baking into a successful catering business. Finally, our mentor, Antonella Vergati. She has an MBA from Harvard and was head of corporate development for Gucci Italy. She worked alongside Tom Ford as Gucci completely rebranded itself into the luxury brand we know today. She's given us great advice on where to position ourselves and how to market ourselves within the fashion industry. We can't wait to work with her even more. Speaking of that, moving forwards, Jess, myself, and Mitch have all just graduated. We're committed to working full-time on Northwood. Andy and Storm are returning to school in the fall, but have committed to work with us part-time. We'll be taking up space in Innovation Park right here in Kingston. We've been offered free space to run our business out of. We couldn't be happier. Our current production limit is 50 pairs a week, and based on the interest that we've got, we know we need to grow that. So we met and talked with some people who are experienced in manufacturing and mass production. Through that, we learned that it would be cheaper for us to hire on more laborers, acquire our own equipment, than to outsource. Outsourcing requires extra funds to keep tools running that we don't need. So, we know what we need to scale, and we know how to do it. 1, we need equipment, and 2, we need laborers. We need a laser cutter. A laser cutter lets us cut and engrave up to 300 pairs a week. Our production process is very repeatable, but it requires lots of hands. So moving forward, we'd like to hire 5 more laborers to let us ramp that production from 50 pairs a week to 300. With $25,000, we'd be able to buy a laser cutter, the other hand tools that we need, hire more laborers, and invest in a heavy marketing push. We've put a lot of hours into Northwood this summer to grow it to what it is today, and we're willing to put in a lot more to grow it even farther. Thank you very much for your time, and I'm going to open up the floor to questions.